Hey guys. Um, Honestly, I've not really wanted to do reviews for a while. I kind of stopped because I don't know, honestly, like too many comments, too many things to respond to, too many people. Do this, do that, we'll send you games. Like I have enough games, I can buy enough games. I don't need your money to buy games and stuff. Like just buy something else. But something I did want to talk about, um, because it's widely debated, survival games. There's a lot of survival games out there now. Daisy was kind of like the first one that I guess was kind of a game. It's not really a game anything right now because it's not really going anywhere. But anyways, so it started things. Daisy, and then you had Left 4 Dead, and then you had Left 4 Dead 2, and then you had H1Z1, and then you had I want to say Final Fantasy, but that's an RPG. There's one other one I can't think of it, but whatever. Anyways, and then you have in 2015 two games, two huge games that I think have, people are going like, oh, which one's better? Which one should I buy? Because it's $60 and stuff like that. And I always tell people like, if you have such a hard time deciding, like just buy both games, see how they are. Like, what? Oh, let me decide. Should I get one and then don't like it, and then you trade it in for like $40 at GameStop? Just get both of them, try them out, and if you don't like one, give them to your friend, or your brother, or whatever. I don't care. Um, so the games I'm talking about today, Witcher 3 and Fallout 4, one of the two biggest open world survival sims out there. And here's the problem. People are going, well, Witcher has way better graphics than Fallout 4. Well, they both do two different things. Um, and so, anyways, the things that they do, Witcher does not have crafting like Fallout does. So if you're into crafting like Minecraft or stuff like that, Witcher does not have crafting. Now, I haven't gotten to level 40 or anything, so I don't know if there is like a crafting ability that unlocks. Um, Although, yeah, see, I would have you'd have to Google that just in case there is one. So that's one thing to keep in mind. If you like crafting, Fallout 4 has way better survival sim crafting than Witcher does. Um, but Witcher does has like sword play, so you can actually like fight with swords. You can get hammers, and um, they're like they're not batons. They're like bats. They're not like bats. They almost look like police batons, but they just made wooden ones out of them. So in a way, it's kind of like you can kind of be a cop. Um, so Witcher 3 has really good melee. Fallout 4, you stick to guns. That's pretty much it. So if you like gunplay, go with Fallout. It's going to have some good survival gunplay. Witcher, you're going to have some good survival melee play. Other things, let's talk about quest and story. Now, Fallout 4 has a trillion stories. So you can do any story you want. You can pick and choose whatever you like. Witcher 3, you play as Geralt. You can't name your character. You can't be a woman. You can't be, you can only be Geralt. And Geralt plays cards. And that's the funniest thing is like he plays a crap ton of cards. Gwent is kind of ridiculous. It's like you go into every freaking tavern, everyone just wants to play Gwent. Like it's just card game after card game after card game, and it's almost kind of silly because it's like, oh, I'm supposed to be doing a story. Nope, I'm gonna play cards instead and like win gold. Like you freaking hunt monsters and stuff. You don't need gold. Just sharpen up your sword, fight against ghouls and stuff. That's all you need. Um, but let's go and compare graphics. So Fallout 4 has high definition shadow, high definition shadow. There's something called PBR. I'm not really sure exactly what that means. It sounds like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but that's not what it is. It's actually way more complex than that. It has something to do with shadows bouncing off of rays and stuff. Fallout 4 has that. Now Witcher 3 has sun rays. Fallout 4 has the PBR arrays. Um, It has that. So it's kind of like depending on like what you want to do. You know what I mean? Like Witcher 3 is a more of a like casual, it's sunny, um, it's I would say it's not as scary, you know, like the music is very happy, it's very like, hey, we're Lord of the Rings, there could be hobbits around the corner. That's the kind of game Witcher is. But Fallout 4 is a lot more dark, it's gritty. You're trying to find your son who gets captured by somebody, I think. Now once again, I haven't gotten too far. I think I'm like level 12 or 13. So, you have to slowly upgrade. You got to be really careful. Neither game has co-op. So that's something very important to remember. You don't have any split screen co-op. I wish they had split screen co-op, but they don't. Um, so I don't know if they're going to patch any of that with DLC or anything, but um, one thing I do love about Witcher though is there's some really good platforming parts. It kind of reminds me a little bit of like it sounds weird, but Super Mario Galaxy, but there's some parts that you um it's there's like some swamp areas and stuff like that. There's bridges you can jump over like little ledges and stuff like that, climb up mountains, collect not coins. I was gonna say coins, but well, gold, but I guess they are coins. But so if you do like some platforming, Witcher 3 has that. Fallout 4 does not have any kind of Mario platforming. So stay away from that game if you don't like games that just kind of ground you in reality and stuff. So I think it's ridiculous for people to kind of, pick one over the other because there are completely different games, but they are survival sim games, so they're games that you do need to be very careful how you play them. You want to be um, like a lot of sneaking around. Like if you like running around and stuff, Witcher's maybe a little bit more for you. You do get a horse. Fallout 4, you don't get any horses or cars or any dragons or anything like that. So you just are running around with guns and stuff like that. Witcher has sword play and it has the sun rays graphics, and then it also has like it's got a really huge map. But if you like really huge maps, Fallout 4 probably has a little bit bigger map because the buildings are a lot bigger and stuff like that, and has radio stations you can listen to. Witcher does not have any of those, or any audiobooks you can listen to in the game. You just have to read a lot of notes and stuff. So if you like reading, go for that. If you like listening to radio stations and audiobooks, Fallout 4. Um, there's not really too much more I would add. Like, all I would just say is, whoever's buying this game for you, like, if your parents are buying this game for you, just let them know that it is a very dark and gritty game. My mom let me know that Fallout 4 does have a lot of these like ghouls and stuff in it. They're not as scary as Fallout 3, so we're having fun. We're kind of playing through the game together, so it's not that bad. Which she doesn't really like Witcher 3 that much, but I mean I do. It's fun. It's something that's just you can play casually. The music is great, awesome music. But if you want a kind of a dark and gritty, more I guess a mature game, like definitely go for Fallout 4. But it's just to whatever your tastes are. So I can't think of anything else. Oh yeah, I still have my tree up. All right, I need to take that down.